Hello everyone, welcome to Men on Fire. My name is Mike Aren, a former mechanic and engineer turned transformational teacher. And each week I'll deliver an inspiring message to help you excavate those repressed inner negative feelings and install new thoughts that will finally allow you to truly become the person you were born to be. Welcome to another episode of Men on Fire here on Soul Mechanic Radio. Now, what I wanted to talk about today is a little bit different than what we've been talking about in past episodes, but I want to get started with this at least, and we'll expand on some of this in future episodes. But I want to talk about a fairly heavy topic, and that is who we really are and where we actually came from. Now, I know that there's a myriad of different ways that we all think that maybe we came into being, whether you subscribe to a certain religion or practice or belief. That's all absolutely fine. I'm not trying to push anything on you or convert you in any way. This is what I have discovered. And thousands of wisdom teachers have been talking about this for thousands and thousands of years. And I've kind of expounded on it a little bit in my own vein. But let's get started with this. And just so you know, that just take what resonates with you and then dump what doesn't. So here we go. Let's give this a shot, shall we? So it all starts with desire. No matter what we intend to do, there is a desire first. And that's exactly what took place in the universe. And finally, the right combination of particles and waves were finally combined together, and scientists have now proven this out. So I'm not making this up. But scientists can now confirm that empty space that is devoid of particles and waves, so basically nothing, if you can understand that there is actually nothing out there in space, there's no particles, no waves in a certain part of space, suddenly particles can appear. And of course, out of particles, we can generate waves and we actually form the building blocks of something that can be created. So if these particles can be formed out of nowhere, out of nothing, and become into nothing, which makes it then something, then those particles must have had what I believe to be desire. The desire to do something, to create. And it all starts with that desire. And desire, in my opinion, is the jet fuel of the universe. It's what makes everything start to happen. So this, in essence, almost is, let's say, our first birth, because now we are energy, some sort of energy. So energy was created then, which I believe to be our soul. Or really, there is only one. And that is whatever name you want to give that, Yahweh, God. It doesn't really matter what you want to call that. For this purposes, I'll just refer to it as the universe, because it's a little easier to comprehend and to understand. You can put something else in there, but then again, those are just labels that men have made up. So it doesn't really matter what we call this energy. But we are energy. We know we are energy. It's been proven scientific fact that we are energy. And the energy exists when our physical body falls away. This energy cannot be destroyed and apparently cannot be created. It just is. But it was created somehow initially, and I believe that was through some sort of desire. And our soul, we came back into this physical form here to experience and demonstrate what only physical life on earth can offer. And that is the greatest opportunity to express. So this is almost like our second birth. So imagine if you could go back and remember what your birth from your mother was actually like. Think about it for a second. You're in the womb and you can hear muffled voices. You can hear the muffled voice of your mother. You can hear the muffled voices of your family. You can hear them. Everything's muffled, but you can hear the bark of a dog. You can hear the closing of a door. You can hear all those things within the womb. And then you can see some things too. You can see the light that in the morning as it filters through your mother's belly. You can see shadows as they go by and transition by you. You can see this beautiful world that is all red and orange and yellows, just like a sunset. So is it any wonder that so many of us enjoy staring at the water at a sunset going down over the water? We spent our first 9 months in the water, the embryonic fluid of our mother. And those colors is what we saw the whole time we were in there. And then there's the darkness of night. We can see the darkness of night. And you can hear your mother's heartbeat. How comforting that must have been. And this has been such a beautiful and holy space that we've been in for these 9 months. And then suddenly, we feel this intense pressure being put on us. And then you're in this dark tunnel with millions of microbes all suddenly sticking to us and our immune system having to try to deal with this because we're not used to that. And then this feeling just increases and it increases. And then our heart rate is up to about 180 to 250 beats per minute. And all we can feel is this crushing pressure. Now this must be the time that if we could probably think at that point, or it must feel like that this is our death. We're going to die now. We're in this dark tunnel and all we can feel is this crushing pressure. And it must be over. We're going to die. Then suddenly you're in the light and all the pressure is gone and you can't believe all the beauty that surrounds you. The face of your mother is absolutely mind-blowing. And then you look into her eye. In just one eye alone, there's over 1,000 colors in the iris of her eye. And then you see this floating fiber optic halo that is her hair. And it creates a rainbow of color. How beautiful that must be. And we just stare at that for a while. And then as we grow older, we see for the first time all those vivid greens and blues, and then our first sunset that reminds us of when we were in our mothers. You can't believe how beautiful this world is. And this is almost like your third birth. And then as we grow older, unfortunately, we go through a forgetting, where we forget who we truly are and where we came from. We even start to forget how beautiful this world of ours really is. And eventually we are dumbed down to a level to where we forget about the magic entirely. We just learn facts and figures and think that all we are here to do is just to conform. Conform to what society says we should be. We now identify and become our job, our clothes, our house, our car, our title, even our name. Although that again is just a label that our parents gave us. But we aren't any of these things. We are a being constructed of the most intricate divine combination of energy and stardust. We are human beings. We came here just to be to just enjoy this beautiful planet and listen to our soul's desire. Have you heard your soul's desire? It's within each of us. It's your intuition, that gut feeling, the feeling in your heart, the voice from within, not the voice in your head. We are human beings, not human doings. And your life works very similarly as the creative process in the universe. First starts with desire, and then there is an intention to do something, and then a perception combined with a belief of what we should do. And then we have a thought. And from that thought, it creates feelings. And these feelings allow us to create actions. And then those actions control the results and the outcome we get from our life. And that's exactly what took place in the universe. It's the cycle of life. It's the process. You came here to express yourself, to let your soul know that you are awakening to the awareness that you are in your body deliberately, not as a trial or tribulation or something from which you can't wait to escape. You are what you came from. You are the most powerful creating machine the universe has ever seen. And you know that to be true. You know if you take a slice of apple pie and pull it out, it is exactly what it came from. You know if you bite into an apple, it tastes just exactly what it came from. That bite tastes just exactly of where it came from. And you are what you came from. Creation. You came from creation, and you are a creator. Again, the most incredible creating machine the universe has ever seen. So, now that we know who we are, where we came from, and who we're not, almost more importantly, who we're not just some lump on the couch, some person that's had some bad luck, somebody who has gone through a divorce, somebody who is addicted to drugs or alcohol or shopping or sugar or whatever you want to say that you're addicted to. You're none of those things. You are a divine creation that came from desire. So now you have to have some desire. You have to get up off the couch, kick yourself in the behind, and start creating. It's what you were made to do. So get ready to strike the match, because you are now officially men on fire. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Bye for now. Hey, are you having trouble living the life of your dreams? Guess what? You're not the problem. It's not that you're not smart enough, deserving enough, or even hardworking enough. The problem is that you haven't yet installed the one key belief that will change everything. Want to know what it is? You're the one. That's right. You are the one. The world is waiting for you to give it that one special gift that only you possess. Want to find out more? Head to my website at micahwren.com to order my new trilogy, You're the One. The first two books are available together in an omnibus book, with the exciting final installment of the series available soon. And while you're there, download a free ebook or two to help make a difference in your life today. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. As always, keep what feels good and dump what doesn't. And remember, live without judgment, give without expectation, and love for no reason. Follow those three simple expressions, and you'll be well on your way to an inspirational, intentional, and successful life. Until next time, you're the one.